Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my top 10 moments in She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. So, this is a list that is exactly as it sounds. It's my 10 favorite moments in the entirety of the 5 seasons of the Netflix She-Ra reboot. It's just going to be specific moments, specific scenes, that kind of thing, where I talk about or where I show that the order of which I like them. And I cannot speak. It's 10 specific scenes or moments or whatnot where that I just loved above all the others. They're in order from 10 to 1, but all of them are great. All of them are great. And there's even plenty that didn't make this list that I still loved very much. It's just these are my 10 personal favorites. So if yours aren't on the list for whatever reason, or if you don't agree with the order, just keep in mind it is just my opinion based on my viewing experience with this series. Um, I would love to hear your lists down below, though. There's no real rules or anything to this list. It's really simple. It just has to be a moment or scene from any of the 5 seasons, and that's really it. I can use multiple moments from the same episode. I can use multiple moments from the same seasons. There can be moments that there can be entire seasons with no moments in it or whatnot, if that ends up being the case. But you get the gist. There's no real big rules or restrictions or guidelines to this that I really need to follow. It's just if it's a moment that happened in the series, it's game. You've seen or you might have seen my top 10 moments in Ruby videos. I did two of those, one for the series up to volume 6, and then I did a second one, a redone version, which counted volume 7 as well. And eventually I'm going to do one that counts volume 8 too. Um, but yeah, for the time being, I really wanted to do this one too, because we finished She-Ra recently as well, and I wanted to get to doing some top tens for that. But yeah, so the list will be linked to in the description below. It will be on both BitChute and Google Photos because I'll just be using the clips. So it's just easier that way. If you want to know specific, like in-depth reasons as to why I like those moments, you can ask. But most of it's just going to be the same kind of thing. It's like I like the characters in this moment. I thought this was funny. I thought this was entertaining. It was a cool scene. Yada yada. I'm not great at explaining things too well. You guys know that. Um, I have a hard time with that. So it's usually easier for me to explain it typing it out. So if you do want to know like any specifics or whatnot on why I liked those certain moments, or if you had any questions or anything about that, you can ask down below. I'll feel free to answer to the best of my ability. But I think it's just easier for most of these top 10 lists to just be a clip show like that. It's easier, and honestly, it just looks better, in my opinion, when top 10 lists are like that rather than when there's a lot of talking over them. It just comes across as more professional, in my opinion. um, but yeah, so these are my 10 favorite moments in the series. And like I said, a moment can be like just a few seconds, it can be an entire scene. It won't be usually more than just that, though, because I want to make it specific that it is just a moment of the series. It's not like an entire episode or an entire plot point or anything like that. Not like it's most likely not going to be stuff like that. Um, but I wanted to make this. I wanted to record this, and I hope you enjoy this. So once again, it will be linked down below in the description. You can find the link to both BitChute and Google Photos, whichever site works best for you. And then you can come back here after you check it out and tell me in the comments, like, what are some of your favorite moments from the series? What ones hit you especially hard? So on and so forth. Um, but for the time being, thank you all so much for tuning in. And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. Or, yeah, well, I'm still signing off. That's not how I usually end these top tens, but I'm Connie, and I hope you enjoy the top 10.